Kola,
So, brother,
how you doing?
uh,
Uh,
fantastic from a result standpoint, but I, I can't complain. Let me put it that way.
all right, without any further ado, let's get into the games that happened today.
Yep,
Uh, no other place to start than Arsenal v Chelsea.
yep.
How did you how did you consume the game? One, what was your temperature during the game?
Mhm.
And what was your overall takeaway from the game?
Was a fantastic result, excellent
Absolutely.
result, incredible result. Do you know the kind of dopamine level that, especially for people who are able, either through circumstances or they're able to finance going to the stadium? You just play two London derbies back to back. You smashed up Tottenham in their stadium, and you brought Chelsea and you beat them at the Emirates. That is the kind of result that you need to galvanize your season. So
That's
result
correct.
wise, this I can't complain. It's exceptional. The last 1 week has been incredible.
All right. Performance wise,
Performance wise, too many red flags for me, and I think it's due to nerves.
what red flag jumped at you per se during that game? Like, what were your major concerns about your team?
Build up. In terms of build
Okay,
up, we're one of the best teams in the world when it comes to building up from the back.
okay,
Like we struggled. Like it's weird. Like it's like some of the players were hiding for the ball. Some of the players were not brave enough, in my opinion. Uh, it could be due to the pressure. I think it's the pressure. They're overthinking things. Like you see some pass, Timber, Zubamedi is in space. Release it one touch. We did that so well against Tottenham, right?
yes,
In the sense that the ball comes, you zip it to Zubamedi. Zubamedi gets it. Even if Zubimendi against Tottenham, I had a complaint about him that he wasn't taking one touch and move. He was still taking extra touches. But at least he's getting the ball in a position that I say he can look up and create, right?
that's
And
correct.
release Eze, release Saka. But in this game, our defenders, they take one touch, they take another touch, then they take another touch. By the time you do that, like there's no space to pass. So you pass back again, right?
Yes,
So we struggled too much when it comes to build up in this particular game, either due to nerves or I don't know what I can point it at. But at the point, I wanted when we got 2-1, I wanted Mikel to bring on one take off Rice. Rice was flagging from like 20 minutes. For whatever reason, I don't know, maybe he had a marathon, whatever, over the night. Like, who knows, man? You get what I mean? But
yep.
it looks like somebody who is fasting. He's not a Muslim, right? Somebody who will be fasting, who is dehydrated. Like, it didn't look like himself, right? And
Yep.
he was struggling, visibly struggling. So I think, okay, get off Rice. We are 2-1 or bring on um the other defense midfielder. What the hell? I just my brain. But
How which one of them?
he did that, but I also wanted him to take off Easy, right? Not because Eze wasn't playing well. Eze was in those spaces so many times. Nobody is finding him. You get what I
Yep.
mean? So
Mm-hmm.
what is the game state is telling us that okay, our defenders are not doing their job when it comes to passing the ball from the back, right?
Yes.
Chelsea did fantastic job. They are inferior defenders to our defenders, but do you see Chelsea's build up every time?
Yep. Yep.
Was
Yep.
it was really good, especially in the second half. Every time they beat the press, every single time, and it's not because of their midfielders. It's just the defenders. One touch pass, right? So I think maybe it's pressure. That's the only thing I can classify it as. So I
Yeah,
wanted Odegaard to
I
come
would,
on.
yeah,
Go ahead, go ahead.
I would even say, in addition to what you're saying, I would also attribute it to the fact that this is actually a big game.
Yeah,
Like, this is a huge game. I mean, this is one of the premier fixtures in English Premier League.
yep,
And even though Chelsea, they've been inconsistent at best when you describe them over the course of the season, they are a very unpredictable and dangerous side.
yeah.
When they come to town, they have the ability and the capacity to hurt you.
They have good players, very good
They have,
players.
yes, they have
Yeah,
the ability and the capacity to hurt you, and to have been able to weather that storm today.
and they are the underdog. Chelsea plays
Yes,
well when they are the underdog.
and in fact, one of the things we know about them is that They could go to Leeds, they could go to Brentford and
And
drop
lose.
points or lose the game.
Yeah.
But when a big team comes to town or they go
Like
to a big team's arena,
it's like the
they
focus.
tend they tend to play absolutely amazing. So again, I just wanted to see where you what your thoughts are with the performance. In fact, if I was a part of the coaching staff, I'll tell Arteta, yo, bro, let's discard the performance. We got the result.
Yeah.
You have 9 more games to go. We got this result. If you had lost this game, in fact, it's so much so for you guys now that every single week is like a final for you.
Yeah. Every
Every
game.
single week is a
You have to
final
win
for you.
every single game.
You have to win. You have to win. Because I was thinking about it today that if you had, for example, played a draw today, if you had played a draw today and that would make you be ahead of Man City with just 3 points. And those 3 points would galvanize Man City to continue striving and trying to break you guys down. But it's a very impressive game you guys played today. Another thing I'd like to talk about is that you guys are masters at set pieces, man. You guys are astounding. You are like you do it so much better than the next best team that I don't even know who the next best team is. Like your set piece ability
Yep.
as a team is so unfair. I think it's an advantage. I think it shows to me that Mikel Arteta might actually be more brilliant than you and I give him credit for.
It's just his coaching, bro.
Because you know what I'm thinking about is that offensively, attacking wise, you guys haven't been brilliant in like the last 1 month, to 2 months. You haven't
No,
been the brilliant Arsenal
no.
side.
We
Or
haven't been
I
brilliant
mean,
this season.
with exceptions to some games in the past couple of
No,
weeks, you
this
haven't
season. This season.
right.
Yeah.
But the fact that you can at least confidently say, you know, if we get one set piece through a corner, if we get 5 in a game, we score 2. That is a level of variety that I think, you know, elevates you guys to the championship talk.
Or maybe it's the way we've been looking at football, right? We're looking at football just from an open play standpoint, right? When you actually aggregate all the data, Arsenal create chances, bro.
Oh,
Yeah, it may not be the way
every
you like
time,
it.
every time I see you guys with a corner, I'm like, something is coming out of here.
Yeah.
And that is, listen, bro, we play this game. In fact, let me speak to the people online on Twitter and everywhere who shame you for set pieces. Bro, if it was your team that was this good at set pieces, you wouldn't say jack shit.
Yeah.
You wouldn't.
Why would you
Bro,
deny goals,
bro,
bro? Goals are
you
goals.
bro, if you had lost or dropped points today,
Banter, man.
bro, you'd be the subject of banter.
The
And the
calls I'll be
fact that
getting
there
right
is a
now.
consistent, yeah, because you have a consistent formula to generate chances slash goals in important high pressure moments, that is an excellent coaching work by Mikel Arteta. Because like I can't like bro, when I look at your team, like today, you know, typically you guys play against a low block for the most part,
Yep.
and that, you know, stifles you to a very large extent. But today, Chelsea was even open.
Yeah.
But then, in fact, they played a very good game, especially in the second half.
Chelsea,
Yes,
they play an
and
excellent game.
that's my point.
Yeah.
And I'm saying to you that without that one, without that ability to generate a chance, a good chance
It's
from
coaching,
a
bro.
corner, bro,
No.
that is just
It's
down to
you know why I say
coaching.
it's coaching? Whatever corner kicks or free kicks deliveries Declan Rice can do, Reece James can do it. Right?
Exactly.
Right? We like
In fact,
this
there are many players in the Premier League
that can
that
do it.
can put in swingers, out swingers consistently,
Yes.
and to have devised a method moving players around, some causing resistance to either the defender or the keeper,
No,
and
it's
to
coaching.
consistently do that.
How you would know that this is a well thought out plan, right? And it's due to coaching competence from Mikel, is we even recruited players specifically, right? Because we want to be good at set pieces. So when we go out
Yes.
and recruit players, this is why you will know. When you have Havertz on the pitch, right? Havertz is not just there
Yep.
to be a striker, do this, do all those jobs. No, when we're having set pieces, it's incredible because you got to mark a 6'4", 6'5" player. So you have Saliba, Gabriel,
Mm.
Havertz, right? Who are 6'4" and
Yes.
above. You have Declan Rice, 6'2", 6'3", right? You have Zubimendi.
Let's assume is the one taking. Let's assume is the one taking
Zubimendi
the
is
corner.
5'11". He's one of the best headers of the ball in the Premier League. I'm not joking, bro. Amongst all midfielders, he's one of the best at winning ball. And he scored like 3 or 4 headers this season. Mikel Merino is injured. One of the best header of the ball in the entire league. I don't care, strikers or midfielders or defenders. So we've Timber scored like four.
Gyökeres.
Yeah, Gyökeres is not good at with headers.
Yeah,
He
he's not good
scored,
at. Yeah, you established
but
that already.
he can
Timber.
what Gyökeres can offer is be a shield because you can't just
Yes.
leave him. You can't leave a six
Yes.
foot two, 6'3" guy by himself. So we've
Yeah.
also recruited to maximize that gain, those marginal gains across the pitch. So it's not a mistake when Rice delivers a corner. You have all these people who are very good at heading the ball and who also have the art because you got to be brave in those congested
Yeah,
areas.
like, and that's another thing. In addition to Mikel's ability to create that master plan for those corners, both from the right and the left, the other thing is the players, they completely buy in.
Fully.
Like, there is no shadow of doubt
Yeah, fully. There's nobody raising their
about,
hand. Oh,
yeah,
this.
do we
And
do this so much so? Like,
even
nobody is
today,
complaining.
Chelsea were so good. You know, bro, like I gotta praise Chelsea. They were so good to the point that we had to vary our corner kicks. I'm telling you, we
That's
had
it.
to
Yeah,
vary it. We had to
yeah.
pass, try because what they did was they don't just stay there in the back. They push 3, 4 players. Even when they're playing their own corners, they do the
Downfield,
same.
downfield. Yeah,
But if the difference is the players, right? The individual players that we have when it comes to corners are better than theirs significantly. It's not tactics anymore. Everybody knows the tactics. Everybody's trying to copy. Everybody has
and you've
copied it.
played
In
them
fact,
3 times already this season.
if I'm saying in general, this tactics of corners and
Yeah,
everything,
yeah, I get you.
the,
I'm just saying that
the entire
you
league,
are well aware of them, and they
yeah,
are of you too.
the entire league is aware. They have adopted many things to stop Arsenal. The difference is you can't stop quality delivery from Saka and Declan Rice. They're one of the best in the business. But also the individual players that are executing this for Arsenal in the box, they're significantly better than most teams. It's just the
Yeah,
truth.
yeah,
Like Gabriel,
yeah.
what are you gonna do about Gabriel? Timber.
Especially that first goal when Saka played that in swinger in. Gabriel was in a tussle
Yeah, it wasn't
with
easy.
I forgot who he was in that tussle with, and then I noticed that he was constantly looking
Looking
up,
at the ball.
tracking
Yeah, the
tracking the
movement of the ball.
projectile.
Yeah.
Bro, like bro, man, I applaud Ateta for coming up with that consistent formula to at least get a chance.
He's
And
had to
sometimes,
score.
and a lot of times it has led it to goals. But to also create an environment where the most important players on your team
The
have
buy-in.
significantly bought into it.
Yeah.
That is amazing to me. That there
Yeah.
is, in fact, that is when you see a coach come up with an idea and the players just buying.
Yeah.
That's a coach you have for as long as you two can work together.
Yeah.
Another thing I'd like to talk about is
I want to talk about
Chelsea's
Reece James, bro.
Chelsea's Okay, let's go. Talk about Rich
Re-
James. Talk about Rich James.
brother, brother. This brother is just an exceptional football player, bro.
No,
You know
he's
me.
amazing.
You know me, bro. I'll raise up my
He's
hand.
amazing.
He's an exceptional athlete, right? But
Bro,
in
let me
terms of
remind you, let me jog your memory. Let me jog your memory. You and I, when we when we when we used to live in Maryland together, that was when you and I we had Rhys James
yeah,
in our best player conversations in the Premier League.
yeah,
He was that good. But
yeah,
he's been so unfortunate to
it's
be riddled
injuries,
with
bro.
so much injuries that
It,
people seem to forget
without
who
injuries,
that guy
you're
is.
talking about possibly the best fullback of this generation. Without
Absolutely.
injuries, like
In
it's
fact,
like
before those injuries, Madrid, we were linked to him severally. And it
yeah, but
was looking like at some point,
it's
it
too
was
much
going to end
injuries.
up. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Before
it's
those
too much.
injuries, I'm saying we were heavily linked with that guy is good.
Yeah.
In fact, he can do everything with the football.
Yep. Is
Continue praising him,
is
please.
yeah, like
I just needed to remind you, man.
it's the little things, right? The weight of
Yeah.
pass, the ability to use your body, the chest control, the ball control, the passing, the dribbling. Like
The
you,
free
if
kicks,
the
the
corner
corner
kicks,
kicks,
if you've ever
like,
played football, playing a corner is one of the hardest thing in football.
bro.
Like I don't know the audience there. I don't know most of you. Maybe you played monkey post, small sided, five aside, three aside, whatever. When you play football and you kicking corner, it's one of the most difficult thing in football to pin a ball 20, 30 yards away into an area that the keeper has no chance. Rhys James is one of those players. That's why when people slag off Declan Rice, the ability to play those corners, Rice will play 10 corners, is going the same place. And bro, do you know how incredible that is? You're talking about wind, you're talking about a lot of different factors. These guys are exceptional players. If I'm building a World 11 today, and I'm picking Rhys James, bro. Like, I'm picking Rhys James my best 11 in the world today. I think it's better than Hakimi. I think it's better than Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's not as good at a passer as Trent, but when it comes to all the things, all the qualities that you want in a fullback, forget modern fullback, any era, right? Rhys James is your guy. Any era is your guy. He's the guy. It's
Yes,
exceptional.
absolutely. In fact, I think on his best days, he is better than Trent. He's a more complete player than Trent to me.
He's better than Trent at 70, 80% of all things, right?
Yes,
Trent,
yes.
the things Trent have is what you call the 1% of the 1%.
Oh no,
Those
listen.
when
It's
you have
the
no
it's
no
the
no no
it's the
when you have
zero point
players
zero
like
zero
that,
one percent of what he does.
when you have players like that, you would forgive their faults, you forgive,
Yes.
and because what Trent can do on the ball, my
Yeah.
God.
No,
So
no, no.
you're talking about the best midfielders in the world. Those are the kind of people that can do the same thing Trent does on the ball.
Yes, absolutely.
He's a 1% player.
Now let's talk about Chelsea's red
Discipline.
card issues, man.
I know that's where you're going. It
You
cost
know,
them the game.
bro, listen, man. Like, bro, and you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, it cost them the game.
They could have actually scored
With 11
with
players on the
11
pitch.
players. Yes,
Bro,
they could have.
with 10 players on the pitch, Garnacho had a
Uh-huh.
chance. That Raya had
Uh-huh.
one of incredible save from Raya. Uh
Bro, that
Jao
save
Pedro.
was huge.
Most keepers miss it because there's people in front of you moving.
Bro, in fact, John Champion and
I thought it was a goal, bro.
bro, I did too. I did too.
Yeah, I thought it
In
was
fact,
gonna be a
John
goal.
Champion and Liam Rousseau, the co-commentator,
Yeah,
they analyzed that save in real time because there was an attacker in front of Raya like this,
yeah.
and Raya waited. You see,
Kept
bro,
waiting
he waited till
for the
he confirmed
that there's
that
no
that
touch.
dude was not touching it before he jumped.
Yeah,
That was so brilliant.
9 times out of 10 times, those kind of chances end
That's
up
a
in
goal.
goals.
I thought it was going in. I swear to God, I thought it was
See,
going in.
I'm not even exaggerating. Immediately, Garnacho turned, and I saw that this is a trick shot, right? And Saka
And
does it
it
a lot.
is. Yes. Yes,
What
it
Saka will
is.
do is once it
In
turns
fact,
you,
you guys
is
have scored with it a lot
no
in past
Saka,
years.
bro. Saka used
Yes.
to score this kind of goals a lot. So
Yes.
what he's waiting for is waiting for
Yamal also does it a lot.
intelligent players, bro. He's
Yes.
waiting for the defenders to make that movement in front of the keeper, then he shoots.
Exactly.
So what he's doing is the shot can go in if nobody touches the ball, but if somebody touches the ball, you're so close to the keeper that it's almost impossible for the keeper to save it. So it's a trick
Yeah.
shot, like incredible save. And after then, they had a chance, which they later ruled off as offside, but he made that save from João Pedro. They went clear the ball off the line. Like Raya is
Yeah.
just an incredible. He's one of the best goalkeepers
No.
in the world.
No. No.
He's an incredible
So
goalkeeper.
what's happening with Chelsea and red cards?
I don't know, bro.
What's going on with Chelsea and red cards?
Like it
I
doesn't
f-
even make sense, bro.
like I feel so bad for Chelsea fans for one reason, man. Red cards on occasions is
It
not the end of the
happens.
world.
Yeah, it
It's not the end
happens.
of the world. Chelsea used to be
They've had 10 red
a
cards this season.
bro. Chelsea used to be the premier team, one of the premier teams in England. Like they are a very, very important part of the history of the EPL.
Yeah.
Like Chelsea fans are so used to winning and being matured, being competent, being non-eccentric. In
Being
fact, John Champion, bro,
consistent.
John Champion described their goalkeeper Sanchez in the first half as being eccentric.
Yeah, because you're asking him to do things he's not comfortable doing.
And I am saying that when did Chelsea start to become a team that just get red cards? And you
So
see, the reason why they get them are so idiotic.
yeah, that's the main. It's not the red card that's the issue, bro. This is there's
This
some
happened with
seasons that you would
Arsenal
have.
last season
Yeah, we're
when this
mad.
guy Trossard
Just
was
everybody's
just
getting
getting
red cards,
idiotic red cards. Like, what's happening?
and
This
this has
started
been a
under
trend.
Maresca. It's
Yeah,
continued till now with Liam
10,
Rosinho.
10 red cards. That means on the average they've had one red card every 4 games.
That's madness.
That's insane. That means you have a player that is missing games. If when you think about the cumulative effect of losing, and it's key players, Caicedo, it's been red carded once or twice this season.
And you see, there were
Uh,
points in time, there were points in the game too. I'm sorry to interrupt you,
mhm.
where Caicedo was just pushing people. I'm like, yo, this is the reason why I don't rate this guy. That's the only
Just,
reason.
just
Why are you
fouling people.
pushing?
I don't get it, bro. They're very aggressive. They tend to. The reason why they do well in these games is because they want to show. It's very young players. They want to show that level. That okay, I belong to this level of a team like Arsenal. I'm as good as people like Declan Rice. But what usually happens is you push yourself too far, right? Your brain
Yeah,
is not.
yeah,
You're not focused on your own game. You're more focused on doing every other thing to get the results, which is not just matured. This is what happens when you put young players together, right? Without guidance, right? Because what has happened over time is the essence of Chelsea, the mentality of Chelsea, the the determination, the aura that was built by Roman Abramovich has eroded gradually. And the longer it goes without winning the big trophies, a la the Champions League, the Premier League, to reinforce that belief, you start getting this disconnection between the current playing staff, the fans itself. Because Chelsea fans, they don't.
they want the Club World Cup.
I mean, it's not a big trophy, bro. No, if you want to class it as a big trophy, that's fine. But like, it's not the end of the world if our teams don't win Club World Cup. We don't really care that much. It's the end of the world if we don't win our league and the Champions League,
Yes.
right?
Who was the man of the match?
Was a match for defending, a lot of defending,
Yeah,
positional play. From our side, I'll say maybe David Raya was really good, really
that's a good.
consistent throughout the game. He,
That's a
he
good shout
came
out.
he came and he won almost all his crosses. He punched well. He saved Declan Rice in the first time when the ball came off his arm. That was I forgot that.
Actually, yeah, yeah,
I forgot
that's
about
true.
that. Now,
That's true.
like
That's true.
key
That's
moments in the game, it came up clutch, right?
yeah,
Even when our players were not as consistent. Timber too was good, especially in the second half, was really good. I think the last 1 week rest got him back to his level because Timber has been poor the last maybe 1 month, 5 weeks. But I'm just glad we won the game. Incapie too was good defensively, very good defensively. So I'll give it to Raya from our side. From Chelsea standpoint, I think João Pedro had a very good game.
nah, for that red card, no, I can't. I'm
No,
sorry.
I say
No.
João Pedro, not
Oh,
not
sorry,
Pedro
Jao Pedro.
Neto.
Oh, Pedro Neto. Yeah, that Pedro
Like
confused me.
he,
Yeah,
he,
yeah, yeah.
he
He
wrestled
did.
well with Saliba and
Bro,
Gabriel.
physicality. Yep, yep, yep,
Won
yep,
the
yep, yep, yep,
ball.
yep, yep, yep,
It
yep.
was a threat. He laid the ball off when it needed to. Palmer was not good. And
Yeah,
like
wasn't really
yeah,
good. Yeah,
Saka was in and out of the game, but wasn't that high. Gyökeres too. Not if you don't give Gyökeres chances, it's not that great
yeah,
of a footballer that's going to influence the game. So
yeah, 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 yeah. Like, listen, you guys, you you fought to live another day,
yep,
and I think Arsenal fans can at least in some way, shape, or form rest in peace for now,
yep.
and and you know you have another game next week. I mean
Midweek.
this week. This
It's
week,
gonna be
yeah.
it's gonna be every 3 days until the
Brighton,
international break. Yeah,
Brighton. You have
Brighton
Brighton
away.
on, I think on Wednesday, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, you have
uh,
Brighton on Wednesday,
and City have Nottingham Forest
and City have Nottingham Forest
at the
on
Etihad.
what day?
Well, I think Wednesday.
I
So
think I think it's, let me see. I'm checking. Okay, yeah, that's on Wednesday too. In fact, it goes on at the same time.
same
So
time, 2:30, right?
yeah. In fact, I like that. I like that. I like
Yeah,
that. When would they play the outstanding game?
they haven't decided.
Oh,
It's
they have
just
to
look.
decide.
The both of us are in every single competition,
Ah, I see.
so
Okay, 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 okay.
there's no slot yet. So maybe
Ah,
if City falls out of the Champions League, they will have an immediate spot. After the
which
Carabao Cup,
which 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 I hope they do
because
because
they're
they are
playing your
playing
team. Yeah,
again.
so
Which I hope and pray they do.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but earlier in the day we Man U Crystal Palace
But
and
let's stop it here. Form is
okay.
very cool.
All right, all right, all
So,
right, all right. Okay.
but guys, like the content, subscribe to the content, leave comment in the comment section. We'll get you more content. I know we haven't been consistent as we intended to be, but we'll get more things out there for you guys to
Please
digest.
like, share, comment,
Yeah.
subscribe. We'll push out more content
All right.
as we get chance to do
Thanks,
so.
th
Okay.
thanks for your time. Bye.